When you have it all and you lose it. Oh man. Today is specifically for all of my friends who've had thriving careers, been at the top of their game, had successful relationships, were popular and loved, and lost it all, because I think that they don't know that they're fighting an invisible enemy within. A huge misconception that you may have is that just because you're successful, powerful, charismatic, and influential, that it means that you have the game of life, all figured out. But it does not mean that. It does not mean that you have it all figured out, and it certainly does not mean that you're not struggling with something. No matter what it looks like on the outside, everyone is struggling with something. Even you, with all of your success. Most people who've listened to Koe Wetzel's song, Sweet Dreams, realize that this isn't just a song. Not everyone can appreciate the magnitude of this song, okay? On the surface, yes, practically everyone, probably even Koe, thinks that this song is about what happens when you self-sabotage a good thing and the aftermath of subconsciously doing everything you can to ruin it. Some may say that you just make poor decisions, or that you're reckless, or maybe even a little narcissistic depending on the circumstances. Yeah, they're quick to judge and condemn, but I actually disagree. Yes, I disagree. That's not what I think is happening at all. Koe said something super heavy. He said, "It's hard to have sweet dreams when I'm such a nightmare. And when I find a good thing, I burn it down slow." But do they know that whenever you find a good thing, it doesn't really feel like a good thing? No, it actually feels like the opposite. When you find a good thing, it actually feels like torment. Having a good thing feels like torment because you know at any moment someone's going to take that good thing away. It's happened so many times you can almost taste it. Yes, you are certain that it is going to be taken away anyway. So your only option is to burn it down slow. Do they know that that's your defense mechanism? To burn it down slow? To end it before it's taken away from you? Nah, they don't know anything about that. They haven't lived how you've lived or seen what you've seen. But that's the only way you know how to defend yourself against the rejection and disappointment that you're all too familiar with. They haven't lived how you've lived or seen what you've seen. Why did you experience so much dysfunction growing up? Was that just your family or was everybody's family like that? It's hard to have sweet dreams when I'm such a nightmare. Of course it's hard to have sweet dreams. You're stuck in a cycle of acting, pretending, reacting, shadowboxing yourself in a cycle of self-sabotage and regret. And the people around you think that you're acting unpredictable or self-sabotaging on purpose. If they only knew that it was because you can't turn off that incessant voice of the ego that only oscillates from suspicious to vicious. In your head, everyone has a motive. Everybody. Do they know that it's not your intention to be a nightmare? But when you're not sleeping for months at a time, or when you finally close your eyes to get some sleep, all you have are bad dreams, nightmares. So you start to believe that you're a nightmare too. And now you don't even remember when your last good sleep was. They have no idea what it's like to not sleep for months, to not sleep for years. They don't know what that's like to walk around with the pressure that you carry, sleep deprivation that turns from simmering anxiety to full-on panic. Most days you're walking around like a zombie, going to work, coming home, eating, not eating, watching weird television at 2:27 in the morning, knowing that you have to get up in 2 hours to go to work, looking like Tyler Durden from Fight Club. And the icing on the cake, the icing on the cake is when you learn that you can't go to sleep because of the monsters. Yeah, that's what you call those racing thoughts. All negative, no positive, all dysfunction, just like those memories from a long time ago that you have tried so hard to bury. They don't know how hard it is for you to hear that they love you. What on earth would make them say that? And of course you don't want to talk about your feelings or your perspective, because if you did that, what else would you do at 2:27 in the morning? When you're lying awake in the middle of the night, there is no noise. Why is it so quiet at 3:17 a.m.? Nothing can calm that incessant replaying of those egregious thoughts in your head, wishing you can go back and change the way you handle things, change what you said, change how you responded, change your past. Where is God anyway? Cole nailed it in this song, the bittersweet reality of that self-sabotaging, self-destruct button. I thought you buried that thing with Jumanji years ago. And of course you want loving, thriving relationships and rich outcomes. But it's not about what you want. It's never about what you want. It is always about what you believe you deserve. There's a difference between what you think you deserve and what your behavior says about what you think you deserve. And when you engage in self-sabotaging or self-destructive behaviors, you need to pay close attention to what it is that you're actually trying to accomplish. This is about transforming your mind. If you don't believe that there is something to correct, you will not endeavor to correct it. Don't be deceived into thinking that your self-destructive, self-sabotaging behaviors are a result of someone else or something else. This is about you and your invisible demons. How you behave in your relationships is your mirror to show you what you think about yourself. And what you think about yourself will make or break how far you go in reaching your goals and your highest potential. And if you will burn it down, or if it will continue to thrive. As you reconcile those racing thoughts, unlike most, I don't care if you burn it all to the ground. Build it and burn it down again, because what you may not know is that you will figure this out. You will have peace. And there's something else. I love you. I really do. And God loves you. And God has a message for you today.